curses do exist in football. Some things are just so logically unexplainable that the idea of it being a curse becomes more and more realistic with every thought. Oh, you doubt that? Come along on this video and see 7 of the biggest curses in football history. Number 1. The African curse on Pep. Yaya Toure was one of, if not the brightest player at Manchester City before Pep Guardiola joined. The Ivorian, although playing in midfield, scored plenty of goals, and in one of the seasons he was even the club's outright top scorer. But Pep came and Yaya's influence began to wane. Not because he stopped playing well, but just because the Spaniard didn't fancy him so much and started using him less. Oh, and if you remember, something similar happened when the City boss joined Barcelona. He brought in a certain Sergio Busquets from the Barcelona academy, and Yaya was forced to leave the club the following season. But it was different at City. Toure was a legend there. The players loved him, the fans loved him, everyone loved him. But Guardiola came and the 4-time African Footballer of the Year was slowly iced out. It all culminated in an exit that was not befitting for a legend. Yaya was not happy, fans were not happy, and according to Dimitri Seluk, Yaya's agent at the time, African shamans were also not happy. Seluk said that the shamans in Africa will curse Guardiola and he won't be able to win a Champions League again. Life will show whether I'm right or not, he said. And well, so far he has been. No UEFA Champions League medal for Pep since his second with Barcelona in 2011. It may not have been so long ago, but he has had opportunities to go all the way for the 3rd and maybe even the 4th time. Remember the dramatic loss to Spurs in 2019? Yes, the VAR one. Then the absolutely shocking defeat to Lyon in 2020, and most recently the final loss to Chelsea when City were obvious favourites. Could the curse actually be real? Will Pep retire without an additional UEFA Champions League title to his name? Time will tell. But I guess time has already told, and pretty clearly too, about the next one. Number 2. The Benfica European curse. Benfica may not have seemed very cursed when they leapfrogged Barcelona to qualify for the Champions League round of 16 weeks back, but best believe there's a curse in there. And legend has it that the curse was placed on them by their own legend, Bela Gutmann. Bela managed the Portuguese team between 1959 and 1962, and in that short period he won a number of trophies, including back-to-back European Cups. Basically, the Hungarian manager took Benfica to great heights, but the board refused to reward him with a pay rise. So he left, but not before he placed a curse on the club. According to the legend, Bela said, "Not in 100 years will Benfica ever be European champions." 2022 will make it 60 years since that curse was said to have been placed, and it's still looking really potent. The European Cup Gutmann won for Benfica in 62 is the last piece of European silverware the Portuguese club have ever laid their hands on, and boy have they come close. In 1963, 1965, 1968, 1988 and 1990, they got to the European Cup final. They lost on all occasions. The curse wasn't even going to let them have the Europa League, formerly the UEFA Cup. They got to the final of that competition in 83, 2013 and most recently 2014. They lost all. If that curse is anything to go by, at least, we are already sure of one team who won't be winning the Champions League in 2022 and perhaps even 40 more years after that. Number 3. The number 7 curse at United. Since Cristiano left Manchester United in 2009, no other player who has worn the number 7 shirt for United has succeeded. And we're not saying that no one has played up to CR7's level. That would be huge shoes to fill. They have all just flopped. And it's not that they were not good players. We're talking about Angel Di Maria, Alexis Sanchez, Memphis Depay, among others. The curse just repeatedly held them back. To show you how bad it was, in the 11 years Cristiano was away, all United's number 7s managed only 25 goals. Yes, a combined 25 goals. Good thing CR7 has come back to reclaim his number, and he is already looking like he ended the curse. But it is his number anyway. We just hope, for United's sake, that the curse doesn't kick off again when he eventually leaves. Number 4, Bayer Leverkusen. Bayer Leverkusen were dubbed Bayer Neverkusen because of how it seemed like it was never going to happen for them. We don't think that there is any club in Europe who has been a victim of near misses like the German club. And theirs is not just in Europe like with Benfica, it's everywhere. In the German league, they just missed out on the title in 97, 99, 2000, 2002 and 2011. Oh, and some were ugly. In 2000, they only needed a point on the final match day of the league season to win the title, but they lost. You think that was heartbreaking? What about 2002 then, when they had a 5-point lead at the top with only 3 games to go? They lost 2 out of those 3 games and ultimately lost the league to Borussia Dortmund. It would still have been a little bearable if that very year didn't get worse for them. Leverkusen went on to lose the German Cup final and also lose the UEFA Champions League final that same year. Whew, it's hard to think of anybody who had a worse year in 2002 than the Bayer Leverkusen squad, but one of the members of that squad had it even worse than the rest. Number 5, the Michael Ballack curse. Michael Ballack was a part of that Leverkusen squad which had a horrific 2002. But unfortunately for the talented German, his woes did not end there. He dragged his Germany team to the World Cup and inspired them to a final against Brazil. Unfortunately for him, he didn't even get a chance to help his team against De Lima and his cohorts. He was suspended for that game, and Germany lost the final to 2 Ronaldo De Lima goals. So basically, Ballack lost 3 finals that year and a total of 4 trophies, which were all within touching distance. Oh, and sadly, that was not all for him. He moved to Chelsea, and the curse still followed him. The same thing that happened in 2002 happened again in 2008. He lost the Champions League final. You remember the 2008 matchup between Chelsea and United? The one where Drogba got a red card and Terry slipped when he could have won it for his club. He also lost the Premier League to the same club on the last day of the league and then lost the League Cup final to Tottenham. He ended the year losing the Euro 2008 final to an outstanding Spain. The man just couldn't catch a break. Before that, he lost the World Cup semi-finals to eventual winners Italy in 2006. In 2009, his Chelsea side lost the UCL semi-final in a pretty harsh manner to Barcelona, and then the injury which kept him out of the World Cup in 2010 and saw him slowly fade away from prominence. Number 6, the Gypsies Birmingham curse. Legend has it that in 1906, Birmingham City were cursed by Romani Gypsies because the club built a stadium on their land. Apparently, the curse was a century of bad luck for the English club. And it was indeed bad luck for the club. They got relegated, the stadium's main stand burned down during World War II, and most prominently, they never won any major trophy during this period of 100 years. To wrap up the curse, Birmingham City got relegated again in 2006, the final year of the curse. And to keep up with the accuracy of the curse, 5 years later, Birmingham won their first major trophy since the curse in the unlikeliest of fashions. You remember that League Cup final in 2011? Final minute, Obafemi Martins' goal against favourites Arsenal? Yeah, that one. Who would have imagined? Number 7, the Chelsea number 9 curse. Just like United's number 7 shirt seemed to have been cursed since Cristiano's exit, Chelsea's number 9 appears to have been cursed since Hasselbank. Notable players who have worn the number 9 shirt and flopped pretty horribly are Fernando Torres, Hernan Crespo, Mateo Kezman, Alvaro Morata, Radamel Falcao, and Gonzalo Higuain. That is truly a long list. We've made a video extensively talking about why the number 9 jersey is cursed at Chelsea. Click here to check it out. Anyway, we're still looking to see if Romelu Lukaku will break that curse at Chelsea. He's only scored 3 goals since his return to the club, but it is still early days, right?